Good morning, guys. It is Wednesday. I hope you guys are having an amazing time. I hope this is a really good week for you guys so far, too. Now, I want to jump on here. Just take a look at the charts here real quick. Let's look at some price action, look at some signals, see what's going on. What I will tell you right now is what's nice about today is every Tuesday and Thursday, Ron, one of my affiliates, actually goes live and goes over every buy and sell signal that these metrics produce. And what's really nice is we have a lot of people that are actually following along with it. And, not only, of course, sure, are they making money? Yes. But they're also being able to look at the education as well and to see what is actually going on. But I want to look over these two here. And I've gone over this in my last video of how do you actually eliminate some trades that could potentially be losers, because nothing is 100%, right? I'm the founder of these metrics. My name is Justin, if you guys are new to this, and I will 100% admit nothing's 100%, but there are some things that you can do to look at in your metrics to say, okay, did this happen or not? And for example, this buy signal, perfect. We ended up coming in and having a massive run up. Anyone who took this is currently sitting up. Let's take a look. Let's see how much you're currently up right now. From candle close to there, 50 points. My gosh, incredible. Now you say this sell signal here. Well, why would have me, Justin, okay, not have actually taken this sell signal? And it has a lot to do with the 200 EMA and the actual placement of the profit wave. When you guys know, when I do like reversal trades and trades in general, what color, when you have the background one color, does your profit wave have to be? If your background is red, you need the brighter red on the bottom, not on the top. When you're green, you want the brighter green on the top and on the bottom. So at this point right here on this sell signal, was the brighter color on the bottom or top? It was on the top. Invalid trade. 200 EMA, yes. Within all the metrics, does this say, yes, this is a valid short? Yes, because everything is bear, bear, bear. But this is where I want you to take it a step further and not have to do that. But you know what the best traders do in these situations? If they get a signal like this and they're not aware of that, they get out right at this trade, they come in here and they make it up. So what happened? Guys, if you get into a trade like this and this comes back up and reverses 22 points, okay, great. Profit wave up, 46. You just doubled your amount. So not only did you clear the amount that was down, you're actually up 20 plus points already. Okay, so something else too. I like to use this saying, some of your biggest winners are on the opposite side of a well-managed loser. And I can't tell you guys how much if you ever get into a trade, right? If you get into a trade and on a 1 minute time frame, right? And in the first 30 seconds to a minute, it isn't going your direction, it may just not work out. So what do? You don't hold it. Reverse your position. I cannot tell you guys how many times, if you get into a trade and it just isn't panning out right away, don't hold it. Don't add to a loser. Reverse your trade and see how much that goes. A lot of times you'll notice it'll go 1, 2, 3x the amount that you actually just closed it out because you had really good risk management. Okay, so this is something I want you guys to look out for. These trades here, how can you spot this? I know this wasn't a sell signal that got illuminated, but why was this a perfect setup here to be able to enter in and then play down for quite a bit of money? The reason why is right here. Where's your entry? We come over, red, 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 red. This candle right here is technically your entry point. Solid body, wick out the bottom, enter in here, draw it down. Of course, you're not going to get max profit, 63 points. Go for 5 or 10 points, right? Let's zoom into this. Why is this a valid setup and this one wasn't? Take a look. Everything's red, red, red. This candle, white dot, price actions below all of them. Red line is on the bottom, enter in, draw it down. Brilliant. Can you not do this? What if you're coming back up? Isn't this your valid candle here? Green, 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 green. Play it back up. You guys see what I mean? This is where this is so powerful. Absolutely incredible. So right now, you take a look and you're like, okay, what is Justin doing? Well, I'm looking left too. We're coming up to a level of resistance, right? Right at this area. Now, doesn't mean it's going to respect this and just fly all the way back down. No, because how many times have you got into a trade thinking that you have the very top and then it just keeps going and going, right? So what do you do in this situation? What am I going to do? Literally taking a live trade over here with you guys if something populates. I like to wait for indecision and pullbacks into the profit wave before I then look to be going longer. And the reason I like to do that is I like to wait for indecision. Doji candles are the best candles on Hiekin Ashi for indecision. So indecision candles, right? Indecision, first bullish candle right here, that's your entry. Entry, played up, 30 points. Do you see that? Here, entry, profit wave, played up. Here, entry, profit wave, played up, okay? The first candle that's illuminated after indecision with bullish, meaning strong body, wick out the top, the wick is telling you guys the direction to go. The wick is the arrow saying, go north, go long, go south, go short. right? So if your white dots, look at this. This is really good education. I want you guys to follow this video because this is going to dramatically increase your trading. If your white dots and your arrows are this way and on this half, just keep going. If it starts going on the top half of these candles, get the heck out. It's going the other way, right? So you can almost draw a line with this and say in the middle, if your line in your price action in any of these candles switches, and you take half the value of these candles and the white dots now on the other side, or you're getting doji candles, this is literally telling you to get out of that trade. So worst case scenario, you enter in here, doji candle, 44 points. Guys, you realize 40 points just with 5 micros, not minis, micros, is $400. You have 5 take profit accounts, that's $2,000 just on that one trade alone. $2,000. That is how so many people are seeing success, passing their profit accounts, getting to payouts in pro status. It is just absolutely incredible. You guys, before a trade setup comes over here, I just want to do this real quick. This is where you guys can grab literally all these metrics that I go over every day, and I personally use and so many others. This is in the description. This is lifetime access, never pay fees ever for this. There's no monthly, no annual, anything. Every first and third Friday, I do actually do a Zoom call completely free for the elite take profit traders. And what that is it's anyone who goes over to take profit. And in the promo code, if you use My Future Success and you pass all 550K your accounts to pro, you will then be added on these Zoom calls for life. And while you're over here, take a look at some of these 5-star reviews that come through. I don't want this to just be as me like toot my own horn, but honestly, you guys, there are so many people that are just seeing amazing success. And then, of course, just real quick, Ron, one of my affiliates, does go live every Tuesday and Thursday. And also right now, adding more education, free classes on Wednesday and Friday to be able to join in. And a lot of people have already made profits. Again, take a look at the comments. Don't take my word for this. Please look at the comments first and then make your decision. But I'm having an amazing time with you guys. And this has just been such a fun 2025. And I want to see if there's a trade setup coming this morning. But you know what? So far, look at that, guys. See how if right at this area you would have been like, okay, this is the very, very top. This is probably just not going to come back down, or it's going to come back down. What did it do? It shot up. You just want to overall play with the trend. If we look left even further, this has room to go all the way up here. So why fight it? Why fight trends like that when it's going that long? And the other thing too is you can tell yourself, you're like, okay, I think when the trend's this long, it's too late to get in. I didn't get the buy signal right here. I didn't get those areas. Don't ever feel that. If you are still in a trend and it's super strong, look how big this mouth is here. Think of this as a mouth of like a river flow, right? The longer this is and the wider this is, the more momentum's behind it. Now this does say right here, this is the top section, right? When you get into this area, this is an indication that you can see a pullback. What happened? Pullback, right? Coming up here, what happened? There's not a pullback yet. But can it happen? Absolutely. So how do you play something like this? Well, this is exactly how I would look at doing this. Is if you end up getting that strong bullish candle after indecision in an overall trend, you just need to keep going longer. And that is exactly how I would end up doing these trades and looking this overall. And I hope you guys can see the success that so many other people are having as well. And I really want to just keep doing these educational videos, keep doing live videos like this over here with trades that I end up taking to show you guys this is possible, this is real. And I'm telling you guys, this year, I want this to be the best experience for anyone who's either just starting off in trading or who's been in trading for years and years and years. And I'm dedicated to help as many people here as possible. So I really hope you guys found a lot of education in this video.